Thank you, Irene, for a great introduction. I'm Erik de Heus, CEO of SkinVision, and this is Justus, Head of Product Development. 1 in 5 people do get skin cancer throughout their lives. In a big group like this, could be that part or could be that part, but we actually don't know who it is. 1.5 billion people around the world are at risk for skin cancer. And the high-risk population only is represented by 3% of that group within the health system today, and is actually monitored or managed carefully. So this is a huge problem, sort of an epidemic problem, and it's only getting worse because the rates are growing. So something definitely needs to be done here. The health system has some challenges on their own. Customers, individuals, are not so good in identifying risky lesions. So they typically show up too late at the doctor, creating a dramatic situation for themselves and their families. If they show up in time, GP accuracy is not that great. So 2 things can happen. 1, they're being sent home, which causes delayed treatment. The other one is they're being sent through to the dermatologist, which then clogs up the dermatology office. And waiting list of about 24 months, I've heard from one of our customers. So typically, you can identify here that the health system is not able to solve this problem alone. So here is where insurance companies can play a very important role, and deploying support tools like SkinVision to their customers. In a value-based care plan, allowing people to take care of their own skin health. So how do we do this? We actually combine 3 things. 1 is the technology, machine learning-based technology. The other one is expert dermatology advice that is within our organization. And the third is the availability of smartphones in everybody's pocket. So how does this work? Let's have a look.
For the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to pretend that I'm a regular person that doesn't know a lot about skin cancer. I have this one mole on my skin that I've had some worry about, but I don't know what to do. Let's pretend once again that this is a dangerous mole right now. And luckily, I'm insured at a company that provides me with SkinVision. And what we hear, it makes a lot of sense for people to use a camera on their skin. It's something you see, it's something you use every day. In this case, I opened up my account of SkinVision. I've already learned a little bit about my heightened risk. I have a pale skin. A lot of people don't know that this is, well, puts you in a higher risk level. But we already put you in the first step of your journey of getting more aware of what is happening. I'm going to make a photo of a mole on my left arm. And as you can see, the photo is taken automatically. I don't have to do anything. And this is part of the solution that we do, because every photo is taken at the same moment when the conditions are perfect for our algorithms to assess the photo. So every photo is pretty much the same, and it gives a lot of uniformity to the data that we have. It's also a question, like, can you give people without any medical knowledge the tools to make assessments? Well, with this technology, you can. So I'm assessing, this is actually the photo I want to assess, this is the mole, and right now we're going to start analyzing. So this is a live demo, we're uploading it as we speak. We're asking some questions to the customer that we cannot see from a single image. In this case, I'm going to say that this is changing, which is a bad sign for those that don't know. A mole that changes is not a good thing. And we are assessing for irregular patterns with the algorithm. A big part of awareness is that it's not a one-time thing. You can assess your skin right now for skin cancer. Skin can change, so we need you to come back in the future and make new follow-up photos. So with every step of the way, we are also educating people, like this is the first step of something you have to do on a regular basis. In this case, it's on my left arm, so I'm going to add it to that folder. And now we're processing my picture. All right, so for the demonstration, we put it in as a high risk, because what we did, we found irregular patterns combined together, so we can, this is not the storm from just before, this is what our algorithm is looking at. We are looking for, are the borders smooth? Do we see symmetry in the photo, yes or no? We explain to users what this means, and also that changing is not a good thing, and that if this is concerning a mole, this is probably a reason for a checkup. I'm going to store my photo, and I can go on with my day. I can make a new photo. It takes about 30 seconds. It took a bit longer during the demonstration, but it's about 30 seconds. And I can go on. If you have a low risk, you learn that there's nothing. If we have a high risk, I'm going to take you into our expert system. So what do we do? Every photo that is taken, we put into our database. And it's one of the biggest databases of user-generated photos of skin lesions. That's what we're looking at right here. These photos we use to train our neural network, to train our algorithms to detect skin cancer. So the more data we have and the better we provide, the better the data is of quality, the better our output becomes. And once again, we have one of the best and biggest databases for finding skin cancer. This is where dermatologists and image recognition experts look at all the photo, and they can provide information like, are we looking at a melanoma? Are we looking at something which is a simple nevus? In case we find something that is actually a dangerous spot, the dermatologists and image recognition experts can also say, this is one that needs follow-up. So they will tag it over here and say, let's move this one to the next step of the process, and our customer support team will follow up with the user to make sure that they know what the next actions are, so that they actually will go to the doctor.
So as an insurance company, if I provided SkinVision to my customer base, then I can start to see on an aggregate basis how many people are participating, how many photos are taken, what the outcomes were of the photo, demographic information of my customer base using the service, their risk profile, their skin types, and the health follow-up from our own dermatologist team, all the way to the follow-up that we provide through the customer service team until the customer actually have received treatment if needed. So effectively, the whole care path from the home of the customer, the comfort of the home of the customer, the individual, all the way to the treatment in the system is totally transparent, and we can manage the whole flow. And there's many opportunities that this can give us on a global basis. So we've given you a short demonstration. So what does this mean? We actually solve one of the biggest health issues in the world. We are using technology, experts, and smartphones in the hands of our customers and of our individuals, your customers. I don't want to start with the accuracy. It's not about machine learning, AI is beating the system. It is technology being put in the hands of the right people that can make the whole flow much more effective. And that's an opportunity. I talked about the cost. It's very expensive. A late-stage melanoma patient can go up to a cost of 200,000 euro annually. But I don't want to talk about a problem only. There's also an opportunity for yourselves as insurance companies to provide this service to your customers from a health impact perspective, but also from a cost perspective. And we are going to save 250,000 lives in the next decade by deploying SkinVision around the world and making sure we get the right people at the right doctor at the right time. We are not going to do this alone. We're going to do this with the local health systems. We're going to do this with the stakeholders like yourself. And we are in discussion with many of you around the world, specifically one that is present here generally. And we would like to invite you to come to our booth to talk more about the opportunities together. Thank you very much.